Namaste and a very good morning to my dear students and everyone who's watching this video. I hope you all are fine and taking good care of yourself. Okay, so children, I'm again here to continue our discussion on the topic hardware and software. Last time we have discussed that what is hardware and what is software. And even we have started with input devices and output devices which are part of hardware. So today we are going to start with storage devices and then we'll take up softwares. Now I'm moving to the presentation part and you all can open page number 18 in your computer books. Okay, so children, we discussed last time that computer system is made up of two basic parts, that is hardware and software. So parts that we can physically touch are called hardware, which we cannot touch, which are inside the system, that are software. So I hope you are all clear with hardware and software terms now. So hardware includes input devices, output devices and storage devices. As we can touch all these devices, so they all come under hardware. We have discussed input devices and output devices last time. Now today we'll just start with storage devices. Now the devices that are used to store data, to save something, that are called storage devices. The commonly used storage devices are CD, compact disc is the full form, hard disk, pen drive. So I know you all are aware of this. Yes. So CD and pen drive you must be aware. Hardware maybe some of you are not aware right now. So let's see CD first. You can see on the screen CD is revolving. It has a shiny part. Yes. So this shiny part records the data. And the other side where it's little rough side, that is used for labeling it, that this CD contains what type of data. Fine. Now DVDs also come, which are also very similar in looks as CD looks, but DVD has a facility that you can record on both sides of the DVD. Yes, so it can store more amount of data as compared to CD. So as per the requirement, we use, if we have small amount of data to store, we use CD. If we have large amount of data, then we can use DVD. Next comes the hard disk. Now if you have a huge amount of data to save and your computer is not having enough memory, then we use hard disk, the additional hard disk we can use. You can see two types of hard disk are there on screen. The first one, little big one, that we need to fix inside the CPU box. And the other one, the down, that is a portable one which you can attach from outside, from externally. Now in the picture also you can see it is inserted into a pen drive port only, where we used to put our pen drives. In that USB port only it is connected. So these type of hard disk also come. So if you are working with something where you have to keep backups of large amount of data, then you can use hard disk for the same. Then comes the pen drive. Now pen drives are very small in size, but they can store good amount of data. And the best part is they are easy to handle, and they're so that you can easily carry it along, and there are very less chances of breakage also, which if we'll compare with the CD, in CD at times after few years CD stopped working because of the scratches, or sometimes it got some breakage. But in this scenario, pen drives are the best because they are easy to handle and there are less chances of breakage or no scratch kind of situation can occur in pen drive, right? So next comes is the software. Now software is that part of computer which cannot be touched. So as I have already explained, that hardware are the parts that we can touch and software that we cannot touch. Now but to make hardware work, we need to have software in it. Any hardware part of computer can only work if there is a software inside the computer system. So both are interdependent, hardware and software, and equally important, right? This is a chart that a software is further divided into two types, that is, one is system software and other is application software. And system software is having one type, that is operating software, and application software there are many like MS Paint, MS Word or games. Let's understand this one by one now. First is system software. So it is a set of programs that controls the overall working of computer. Operating system, it is a part of system software that makes computer run. Computer can only work if computer has an operating system in it. It manages the link between the different parts of the computer, so it works like a manager which controls everything, right? To understand, see, there are two cars on the screen. Yes, one red one, a girl is driving and it's moving very fast. The other black one is also very good, but it's not moving. Why? Because there is no driver to run it. As we need a driver to run the car, same way we need a operating system to run computer. I hope it is clear. So the role of a driver in computer system, operating system plays. So what all there in the hand of a driver when a driver is driving a car? Almost everything. It's on the car, drives it, controls it, wherever need to stop it, again start it. Yes, so same way operating system also work. One example of operating system is Windows. Okay. Now the next is application software. Now what is application software? The software that helps you to do specific type of work. Now operating system is multitasking. Operating system is controlling things also, opening also, doing many things. But application softwares are designed to do specific type of work. Just to clear it, let's take one example. What is this? This is a juicer. So, I am a juicer mixer. I can help you to extract juice of fruits and vegetables, right? But if you ask me to help in cleaning your room, I can't, because I am designed to do specific work. So what juicer is saying? Juicer is saying I can help you in extracting juice of fruits and vegetables, but I can't help you in cleaning your room. If you'll ask me to help me in clean my room, that can only vacuum cleaner can help you in that. Yes, I cannot help you because I am designed in such a manner that I can do a particular type of work. So whatever softwares are designed to do a specific type of work are called application software. So let's take few examples. Okay, now Smiley here again with the question. Which application software will you use to draw drawings? As we said that application software is designed for particular work. So if you have to draw something, then which application software you will use? So the answer is MS Paint. It can be Tux Paint or any type of paint. So this is the particular software designed for painting. Then Smiley is asking which software you will use for calculation. calculation on computer I am talking about. If you are working on computer and there is some big calculation that you want to do, as till now you have not used Excel, which is a software for calculation part. So what option you have? We have an option of computer calculator. So there is a calculator in computer as well. So we use this software. Now these are designed for to do particular task. If you'll say this can we draw on this calculator software? No, we can't. And same way, if you have to calculate, can you use MS Paint for that? Again, we can't, because these are designed for some specific work. So they are used for that particular work only. So I hope you are clear with this, that what is system software and what is application software, right? Okay, so this is all about this chapter, children. Thank you so much.